invited him in.
Wow, man. That's trippy.
Hey, this is Cheech. This is Chong. And you're listening to Lifestyle Radio. What is it? Lifestyle Radio. Say it one more time. 420 Radio? Woo!
Hang up and try again.
A long, long time ago, I can still remember how that music used to make me smile. And I knew if I had my chance that I could make those people dance, and maybe they'd be happy for a while. But February made me shiver with every paper I deliver. Bad news on the doorstep. I couldn't take one more step. I can't remember if I cried when I read about his widowed bride, but something touched me deep inside the day the music died. So bye-bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. And them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Did you write the book of love, and do you have faith in God above? If the Bible tells you so. Do you believe in rock and roll? Can music save your mortal soul? And can you teach me how to dance real slow? Well, I know that you're in love with him, 'cause I saw you dancing in the gym. You both kicked off your shoes. Man, I dig those rhythm and blues. I was a lonely teenage bronc and buck with a pink carnation and a pickup truck, but I knew I was out of luck the day the music died. I started singing bye-bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, and singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Now for 10 years we've been on our own, and moss grows fat on a rolling stone, but that's not how it used to be. When the jester sang for the king and queen in a coat he borrowed from James Dean, and a voice that came from you and me. Oh, and while the king was looking down, the jester stole his thorny crown. The courtroom was adjourned. No verdict was returned. And while Lenin read a book on Marx, the quartet practiced in the park, and we sang dirges in the dark the day the music died. We were singing bye-bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, and singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Helter skelter in the summer swelter, the birds flew off with a fallout shelter. 8 miles high and falling fast. It landed foul on the grass. The players tried for a forward pass, with the jester on the sidelines in a cast. Now the halftime air was sweet a marching tune. We all got up to dance, oh, but we never got the chance. 'Cause the players tried to take the field, the marching band refused to yield. Do you recall what was revealed the day the music died? We started singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye and singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Oh, and there we were all in one place, a generation lost in space, with no time left to start again. So come on, Jack, be nimble, Jack, be quick. Jack Flash sat on a candlestick, 'cause fire is the devil's only friend. Oh, and as I watched him on the stage, my hands were clenched in fists of rage. No angel born in hell could break that Satan's spell. And as the flames climbed high into the night to light the sacrificial rite, I saw Satan laughing with delight the day the music died. He was singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye and singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. I met a girl who sang the blues, and I asked her for some happy news, but she just smiled and turned away. I went down to the sacred store where I'd heard the music years before, but the man there said the music wouldn't play. And in the streets the children screamed, the lovers cried and the poets dreamed, but not a word was spoken. The church bells all were broken. And the three men I admire most, the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, they caught the last train for the coast the day the music died. And they were singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry.
And we are
wait to hear
back.
what Dale's
This
question is. It took
is
so fucking long to get him in here.
420 Radio Show. We are live here at 420radio.ca. Shut up, Dale. After all that, that was trippy, man. Anyways, what's your fucking question?
It took a lot of work to get you in here and a lot of laughing. My side
Better
still
be
sore.
a lot of fucking a good question, man. Because like,
You're right. It better be a good damn question.
Well, that's a lot of pressure now.
Well, yeah.
I know how I feel on a regular basis.
Yeah. In Nova Scotia, we've got such a doctor shortage.
Yeah.
If someone, doctor's retired, and they have a grow license, what are they to do if they do not have a doctor when that comes due again?
They go find a new doctor and
If they're not able,
reapply.
What if they're not able to, though, Marcel?
come closer to your mic.
Go
bud.
find a new doctor and reapply. That's the only option you have, and that's the problem that we have in this province.
Yeah.
So, then my next question is, could this so-called person log online and find a doctor that was on his license?
Oh, of course he could. I mean, there's lots of Skype doctors.
Now,
But-
okay. But there's,
but-
okay, I knew there'd be a but.
But the College of Physicians in Nova Scotia have mandated that no telemarketing is allowed for, or telemedicine is allowed for cannabis prescriptions.
So then, would that so-called grow license be null and void if they had a run-in with the law?
So let's go back to what happened a few years ago with all of Dr. Cameraman's patients.
True.
Because they all received letters stating that their license for growing or possession had been revoked because Dr. Kahneman wasn't authorized to do those licenses in this province.
Okay, so then my next question is, playing devil's advocate, how could an LP in another province be allowed to do that?
Technically, they're not.
Yes. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
So then with that
But here's the thing. Is somebody going to go and complain to Health Canada that LP is doing this? Because somebody went to Health Canada and complained that Cameraman was doing this. And they also went to the RCMP and said Cameraman was doing this.
So, playing devil's advocate here again, the person had their license signed by a so-called LP that's in some trouble right now.
Yeah.
Or I shouldn't say in trouble. I guess, I guess it'd be trouble. Would their license be so-called and void?
Only if it's dated that from Health Canada.
Okay. How would they know though? What do they do? I mean, you don't want to call up Health Canada and kind of
Let the man cough, would you?
It's Darcy's fault. He made me cough. If you keep using this hypothetically, but who's one of the ones? Canmart? No.
Well, a close friend. A close friend of mine just got a grow license through an LP in Alberta, and then you know which one I'm talking about.
Wait, they got a grow license or they got a possession license?
No, they got a grow license.
Okay.
One of their doctors from one of their clinics signed him up, and he buys from them. Yes, he buys from them, which is fine. He's from them, but they also allowed him to grow his own at home.
So they sent him the original.
Yes.
Then it's going to stay valid until it's revoked by Health Canada, or it expires. Right.
So then,
because this is a licensed producer, the only way it's going to be revoked if somebody puts a complaint in that this licensed producer is signing patients through telemedicine in the province of Nova Scotia. The College of Physicians in Nova Scotia has stated that no telemedicine will be allowed for cannabis prescriptions. So they're violating our provincial authority for the doctors, and their attitude is this is screwing doctors in Nova Scotia who can see patients face to face.
Which, yes, but with a doctor
Nova
shortage,
Scotia, we have a doctor shortage, and we have too many doctors that are still ignorant to the benefits of medical cannabis and the rules and regulations. Not ignorant as in rude. I mean ignorant as in uneducated. I'm not putting a plug into doctors saying they're a bunch of dummies, but
no, I understand that.
But just because they refuse to know what the rules are, they just refuse to sign.
Okay. Thank you.
So, playing devil's advocate, there's a myriad of reasons that your doctor won't sign for you, and the main one is they've never been educated and they don't know enough. The problem is we have a hard time trying to convince doctors to come get educated. So
I think some of the younger doctors are starting to get on board, and a lot of nurse practitioners are.
I'm not going to say a lot of the younger ones because I'm still seeing young ones that don't.
Fair enough.
I'm still seeing old ones start.
Yeah, well, it's one of those things that it's a have to. I mean, if you want to stay in the medical industry in 2020, you have to know a little bit about cannabis, or somebody will go elsewhere.
I say by 2025, most doctors might be out of work if they're not doing it.
Well, it's kind of like a bar that doesn't sell alcohol.
Yeah. But, see, the doctors can basically hold us hostage at the same time.
Yeah.
Because we have a major doctor shortage in this province.
Oh, huge.
And if the doctors that are remaining are being so overworked that they just refuse to do cannabis prescriptions, then that screws every patient in this province. We have a very backwards thinking provincial government here.
Oh.
And we've had for a few years, especially when it comes to the doctor shortage and the issues with the doctors and the fact that they're literally the highest paid politicians in Canada.
And and we have new license plates here in Ontario.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. They should have made them green.
Well, Q-tips are better.
Did you get one?
No, sir.
No. Marcel, the way it is you got a government down here that, you got a government down here that likes to fill their own pockets.
That's what I mean.
But you also got a government that will bend over backwards for crackheads, but if you get caught for growing a little bit of weed or busted for selling a little bit of weed, they'll cut your welfare off and chuck you out in the cold.
Yeah.
Which just happened to somebody who just got busted in here with a whole bunch of plants. So
yeah,
I was just reading his 2 rants on there, and it's quite eye-opening.
We have the highest per capita rate of patients that use cannabis, that rely on cannabis as medicine.
In Nova Scotia.
Yeah,
that's changing. That's going to change, though.
No, we'll still always have the highest per capita for need.
Okay.
Right? We live in the armpit.
We live in the armpit, yeah.
We do. And when I was back in middle school, I had a teacher, I think it was grade 8 or something like that. And he explained to me explained to the whole class that we live in the armpit of North America.
Mm-hmm.
All of the airborne industrial waste from industrial Canada, such as Mississauga, that area, and the U.S., all funnels right over us. And it sits there and waits until it builds up enough pressure to move out onto the ocean. So we have the highest incidence of cancer, autoimmune diseases, everything. But it's because we get everybody else's pollution first. So we live in the armpit. We have sick people. We've got literally thousands and thousands of people that use cannabis medicinally, whether legally approved or not. They're still using it medicinally because it's a beautiful place, but don't breathe the air.
Yeah. Hopefully they just stop one cancer causing pollutant, and maybe the Pictou County air might start smelling better.
Yeah. But then there's a cost at that too, isn't there?
Yeah, all them jobs.
So that means a lot of people are going to be moving out of there, which means that the people that rely on those people are going to be closing their businesses.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Spring Hill, which has been a town forever, where Anne Murray's from, they've disbanded as being a town here just a couple of years ago because they couldn't afford to be a town.
So what are they now? A county?
They're just part of the county.
Mm. Something where I used to live in Durham, something similar happened there, where it's the town of Durham, but they call it West Grey.
because they amalgamated it back into the county and gave up their town status.
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
It might have something to do that it is a conservation area as well. So
Right. So it's still Spring Hill. It'll always be Spring Hill. It'll just never be the town of Spring Hill.
I get you.
And they don't have their own police force anymore.
No, they rely on the county.
Now it's relied on the RCMP.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of things they don't have.
Is this a place I should be visiting when I'm there?
If you ever want to go into a coal mine, sure.
Do they have tours?
Yes.
Then yes.
Yeah. But when the mine closed down, that's basically what closed up the town.
Oh, okay. I've seen, I've been watching these people, with their GoPros or phones or whatever. They go into abandoned parks, under tunnels, subways, things like that.
Oh, yeah.
I quite enjoy watching that shit. And I watched, they went underneath I think it was the Chicago, oh, God. It was the Detroit subway system, which never was finished. Like, it's just there. I think it was Detroit. It was one of the big cities. Anyways, doesn't matter.
Now is it full of mole people?
What's that?
I said, now is it full of mole people?
Mole people.
Mole people.
Yeah. Hey, so Jennifer Tilly has said that she's going to be in the new Chucky TV series.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was going to be a Chucky TV series.
On Sci-Fi.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
What was Dale's question?
Sorry,
The doctor.
Dale?
Oh, that was Dale's question.
Is Dale still here?
Dale's still here.
Yep, still hanging around.
Okay, cool.
So did we answer your question, or did we just confuse you more?
Well, there's a lot of information there, but none that really addressed the core of the question of what the person to do if they don't have a doctor, can't find a doctor. Now, if they weren't able to find a doctor, still had the copy of their license from the previous year, held on to that, tried to find a doctor, still unable, kept going to medicine anyway. Would you be able to fight that in court? Where our problem is.
You keep breaking up because I think Al's eating a bag of chips or
No,
something.
fucking Darcy's rolling something.
Darcy ain't doing nothing bad.
There's some
Darcy's
clicking, clickety, 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 click is what I fucking hear over there.
Me
And
too.
it ain't me. I'm just sitting here picking my fucking nose, dude.
You really want to know what I'm doing?
No. You're grinding up some hash.
No, actually, I'm not.
What are you
what?
doing?
You don't want to know.
I have something in my hand now.
Oh, really?
Is it small?
Well, there's a handful there.
Oh, shit.
Okay, pull your hand away really quick. Does it hurt?
You guys.
Oh, God, Marcel.
Dale, my suggestion would be, unless you have an MMAR and that could still be valid, then your best bet would be to get one of these Skype doctors to re-sign you.
Okay.
And pray for the best.
Yeah.
And just hope that they don't get shut down. I mean, you'll have to do it again in a year.
Oh, yeah.
It'll very likely cost you a sum, unless you're willing to split your license.
Well, it all depends. What do you mind me asking? Do you have a large license, Dale, or is it a smaller license?
It's a smaller one, 25.
Oh, okay. So then 9 times out of 10, you'll be able to find a Skype doctor on there that'll sign you for free. But like Marcel said, you may have to spend like $50 or $100 a month through an LP to keep your script active.
Right.
Well, yeah.
So that's what I said about splitting a script. So if your license is for 5 grams a day or whatever, then what you could do with the LP is you could split your license. They'll supply you 2 grams a day. You grow your 3.
Okay.
All right. So then what you're your original that you would submit to Health Canada would state that it's for 3 grams a day.
Okay.
But always remember, so then that's 15 plants. But always remember, you still allowed them 4 rec plants.
4 extra, yep.
Yeah.
So
a lot of you're at
for it right there.
Pardon?
I say the 4 extra would make up for the lost grams right there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But you're still going to have to. You'll have no choice. You'll have to purchase every month.
Yeah.
At least 30 to 60 grams a month from a licensed producer. And then we'll talk later because I know of a good one that's coming along.
I'm sure he's already had a taste of that quality.
Yes, sir.
So then you know what we're talking about.
Oh yeah, very much.
It's an LP with a difference. They've brought in growers that actually know how to grow pot.
Yeah, they're not growing powder.
No.
No, they're not growing dollar bills.
And not growing ditchweed.
Yeah, well, I shouldn't say dollar bills. They're not growing nickels.
Yeah.
Because that's all it's worth now.
Under the guise of dollar bills.
Yeah. But so lots going on, Al, in the LP world this week.
Yeah, apparently. Hey, I mean, it's been going on for a couple of months now, but this was a big one.
I read an article today. It said the death of the cannabis industry, and it had the big 5 on there. They said if they can make it through 2020, that they'll be doing good.
Well, yeah, that's what we were talking about when we were waiting to come on the show.
Do you know what the problem is? Is a bunch of people with a bunch of money were told by the government that they'll have complete control,
of course,
of the cannabis industry without taking into account the fact that the black market's been here for 90 fucking years.
Yeah.
Yep. And you're not
the
just
black
going to
market
shove it.
Never went away.
You're not going to shove it aside like that, Marcel.
The people that bought from the black market kept buying from the black market. The black market guys had no reason to stop. As soon as it became legal, the people that bought from the black market guys told their friends where they get theirs from. So the black market has actually increased in business, whereas the legal market has been decreasing. But according to Forbes, 43% or 73% of all the cannabis sold right now is on the black market.
Yes, but you also got to remember, too, Marcel, that a lot of that cannabis, the price of what the government wants to call illicit cannabis, has dropped. I mean, them pounds that you were getting for mid-grade for like online for like 18 to 2 are down to like 8 to 12 now.
Oh, I've seen top grade going down to, that was at 27, 28, is now down to 18 a pound.
Yeah.
This is the other thing that people don't realize is they base all these prices of what cannabis is worth, all right, versus the black market, the cost of cannabis on the black market, the cost of cannabis on the legal market. The price is always based on the per gram. But the black market gives you deals. So if they're normally selling it for $8 a gram, chances are if you're willing and have the cash to outlay for it, you can get a pound for $5 or $6 a gram. That's a substantial savings, right? So that's never taken into account. The pricing is way better in the black market. The only thing is in the black market is you have no idea what you're getting.
No, you
don't.
I
stress that more in concentrates than anything else. Because concentrates, 1/100th of a gram of oil is enough to get you high. That means that I could take a gram of oil and cut it 100 times and you would still get high. And you wouldn't know the difference.
Yeah, that's kind of scary.
It's very scary, and it always has. I've seen and I've heard the stories of people using super glue and melted records, shoe polish, anything to make a buck, right? So that's the problem that I have with the black market. If all the black market stuff came with a certificate of analysis from an independent lab, then I'd be happy.
Yeah, good chance of that.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
because as soon as the black market has to start getting lab testing, then their prices are going up because that shit ain't cheap.
nope. Well, if you go through a full aflatoxin test, pesticide, heavy metals, cannabinoid, and that's just for
profile.
bud. But that's just for bud, and for oil, it's even more. It's even more complex.
Yeah,
because you got 10 times more things to test for. Right, you're testing for solvents, you're testing for everything there, Marcel.
yeah, and when a round of testing is cost you between $1,500 to $2,000,
That's expensive.
That's just that your pound for $1,200 has just gone up substantially.
Oh, of course
You're missing the other reason, guys.
Pardon me?
You're missing the other reason why they're all going down.
What's the other reason?
So obviously Lenny's on now.
Obviously.
From
the car.
He decides to join us.
The big guys in the first phase of the cannabis industry were just like the tech boom a long time ago.
Yeah.
They didn't operate. And I'll equate that. I'm a small business guy like everyone else. When I got my pharmacy, I had no customers. I had no business. I didn't go out and buy new cars. I didn't go out and buy a bunch of pharmacies and take the weekends off. I operated. I earned, spent, grew. Earned, spent, grew. These guys grew before even knowing there was a market.
Yeah.
And that's why they can make all the excuses about the black market and crap they want. There's a black market in cigarettes and booze and everything. But these guys didn't have a market, and they just went bonkers and threw parties and gave freaking Gene Simmons money and this guy money and just went stupid. Like, that's what happened. They did not operate. They were not business owners. They were bankers. They were not operators.
Here's the thing. Lenny, you're right, because you shouldn't need a celebrity to sell your product.
Well, even then, get some goddamn sales first, and then if you want to bring on their Gene Simmons, go that frig ahead or whatever. But that was just, they were doing all this stuff to try to get sales when they didn't exist.
Yeah.
Like, they just, again, I always kind of make fun of this stuff when governments give out handouts. It's like, geez, if my sales in the pharmacy are going down, no one's giving me a goddamn handout. The same as the cannabis, you got to operate your business. Simple as that.
But it's like any business. If you're not prepared to do your own work for at least the first 2 to 3 years, then you shouldn't be in business.
And understood it. They were like, oh, we're building this football field. We're building these 3 football fields. We're like a worth of canopy. And I was like, you haven't even sold the crap you grew yet. Like,
right.
It never made sense to me. And I was like, well, geez, maybe I'm the idiot, but it never made sense to me. So...
But they just basically took a lot of people's money to buy all of that stuff. Now they're going to have to sell it all off to try and have something for the people that bought in.
The tech boom. Same thing happened. Everyone was just raising money like crazy, and then all of a sudden, geez, there's nothing here. And people went broke. That's the exact same thing going on now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's unfortunate. I feel bad for anyone that got burned by it, but it is what it is, unfortunately.
How was the hockey game?
I've never actually bought a stock of anything in my life. FYI to anybody.
Yeah.
I guess I have stock in something I'm in business with, but I've never actually bought a stock publicly ever in my life.
Oh, I've never bought public stock.
Never.
I've never would buy public stock.
Just too crazy.
Yeah, it's the benefit does not outweigh the risk.
I'll just go buy lottery tickets. I want to throw my money away.
Yeah. Well, the odds are both the same.
Yeah. Free hitting, right? But
yeah.
Oh, well, you could go for a massage, though. At least then there's a happy ending.
Only if you get one of those massages.
But no, honestly, that's why I think any cannabis company is going under. They can blame it all they want. They did not operate efficiently, did not budget correctly, did not plan correctly. You can't blame the black market. Sorry.
Oh, I don't blame the black market. The black market's been serving patients for a long time. They've been doing a great job.
It's because they have people there that understand and care about the product.
Yeah.
Not everybody.
But there's another side of the black market that isn't there for the patient. They're there for the dollar.
I was about to say not everybody's just a pusher.
Yeah.
Right. Not everybody is just that pusher. Right. There is people out there that do care.
Oh yeah, no. There's good LPs, there's good black market, bad LPs, and bad black market. Like,
yeah, exactly.
I'm not trying to judge one or the other, but
no, definitely not.
If anyone in the legal LP world thought like the black market would go away right away, God no. And if that's your whole business model, you made a giant mistake.
Yeah.
That's all. I'm not hating anyone. It's just the way it is. It's fact. You have to operate your business.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're a shoe store, same thing, or grocery store, anything. You have to do a budget, have a plan, and operate it. Control.
I did that. I had a full-time job, and I opened up a business. So I worked my full-time job every day, and every night I worked my own business, and then every weekend.
Yeah.
And I did that for 2 years. And when you get vacation, you don't actually get vacation. You get to go and work.
So, I get her. As I say, you guys have seen me the last several years. You kind of know what type of hours I put in.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I knew
work
it
7 days
before I met you, but
you work 7 days. Lenny works 7 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I operate my businesses, not just the cannabis side, but my pharmacy side.
That's right.
Like, literally 7 days a week, man. That's.
Yeah.
You're a fucking trooper, Lenny.
Lenny's a real drug dealer, a licensed drug dealer.
He's committed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On a few levels, actually.
He's a drug dealer. I'm a farmer.
Yeah, I'm a farmer.
No, theoretically, I guess I didn't know my friends were calling me Pablo. So.
Pablo.
Oh, yeah.
El Pablo.
He's Escobar.
But I'm a legal blow, by the way. Don't read anything into that.
Yeah.
For the record, Lenny is a bona fide licensed pharmacist and a biologist. And speaking of biologists, on the 21st of this month, we're going to have Dr. Bob Malamud on the show, who is a part of the Phoenix Tears crew down in Colorado. He's cannabis science. He lectures, and Lenny, you guys are going to have an awesome conversation. I just know it.
I know you're going to say that. I think I have a conflict that night.
Oh, dude. You're a bonehead.
What night?
That 21st, I knew you were going to say that.
Is it another hockey game?
No. It's a dinner that I have to go to.
Let them listen in. They can be guests.
Actually, it may not be till 9. It's a late supper, so maybe I'll get on the start because I so want to be on that show. You're killing me, Al.
Yeah,
you're killing Lenny.
And you know it's with Bob. It's like just sitting there and you let him go, kind of like Jack when he was on the show the other couple months ago or last month or whatever.
Oh yeah, you don't even have to ask Bob questions.
Wind him up and let him go.
Like for those people, like what I enjoy about cannabis, FYI, is like I like the receptors, I like the chemistry. Like that's what I like about it. That's what I love hearing about people talk. The clinical effects. I like smoking it. Don't get me wrong. But that's what interests me. So that's why I say I really want to be on that show. I'll have to figure it out somehow.
Play sick.
We'll make it work.
Play sick. Bring your cell phone.
I don't think he can play sick for that one, Al.
No, I'd like to, but I can't.
Tell him you'll call him back later.
Tell them you'll call them back later. Yeah.
I just say invite them to be on the show. They can listen in.
There you go.
No, it's a good friend that's been trying to meet up with me for like 6 to 8 months. And...
Well, then he'll understand, Lenny.
He'll understand. Yeah, bud. Sorry, bud. I know you've been only trying to get here for 6 to 8 months, but what's another week?
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I might have to slip on for a half hour and then slip back out or something.
Just say, look, I got 5 jobs, man.
Yeah. Oops, sorry.
Is it just 5?
So,
or is there more?
I got some 10-minute news clip that's loaded, and then we're going to come back and continue talking with Leonard and Dale, the neighbor, the pharmacist, and the neighbor. We're slowly writing the script for a spy movie.
Hey, Kevin Smith, if you're listening out, there's a good pitch for a movie.
Cheech and Chong wants to do a horror movie.
I think the pharmacist and the neighbor.
That'd be a comedy, right?
Lenny, do you do Netflix?
I know, I haven't watched it. I saw the pharmacist.
And I was like, dude, and it looks real fucking creepy.
I know.
There's a new show on Netflix called The Pharmacist. I've been watching crap.
I haven't watched it yet, but is it not something about like unfortunately it's a real pharmacist and his son died? And...
Yeah.
Yes, and he shows the corrupt side of the pharmacy industry.
Yep. It's
almost like My Hero. A pharmacist becomes like a vigilante, like
he's
Batman.
Bound and determined.
He's the whistleblower, Lenny. He's the whistleblower.
He's bound and determined not to let the opiate industry continue.
No, I agree with him on that one, but I think I would have just turned into Batman.
They just turned into Batman.
I'm Batman. On that note, let's listen to this news, and we'll be right back. This is the 420 Radio Show. We are live here at 420radio.ca. Come on in the chat room and keep us company and smoke one with us. We'll be right back.
It's almost like My Hero. A pharmacist becomes like a vigilante, like
He's
Batman.
Bound and determined.
You're listening to the randomness that is 420radio.com. Sorry, that's 420radio.ca. Powered by ADHD and fueled by cannabis.
You want music? Rock, punk, metal, alternative music. The Coverage Radio Show has what you want. Every other Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on 420radio.ca. Hosted by DJ Michael Elvidge, bringing you new and retro tunes from both major and independent labels. Only on the Coverage Radio Show.
And now it's time for some cannabis news on 420radio.ca. Canadian Cannabis Real Talk and Tunes Radio.
Cannabis is the best treatment for dementia. Here's why. Explore the 5 best strains for dementia. The number of people in the United States with dementia has increased to the point where it is now classified as an epidemic. Alzheimer's disease is one of the most common forms of dementia, and over 12% of Americans aged 65 plus are afflicted with it. Almost half the population that is aged 85 plus has this condition, and overall, dementia accounts for the deaths of 1/3 of seniors. The large baby boomer population, coupled with increased life expectancy, means the number of people likely to get dementia is set to skyrocket in the near future. With no known cure, and existing treatment options costing a fortune, people are starting to turn to cannabis for dementia as an option. What is dementia? It is an umbrella term used to describe a group of symptoms including memory loss and issues with problem solving, language, and thinking. Such changes are usually minor to begin with, but over time they become so severe that they massively impact a person's quality of life. Dementia is caused when the brain is damaged by diseases such as strokes or Alzheimer's. Symptoms depend on the parts of the brain that get damaged in the disease that's causing dementia. In many cases, an individual with dementia will have problems with the following. Everyday memory: they struggle to recall events that recently occurred. Planning, organizing or concentrating: In severe cases, a person with dementia is unable to remember the sequence of tasks necessary to prepare and cook a meal, for example. Language, they are unable to follow a conversation. Visuospatial skills, an inability to judge distances or see objects in 3D. Orientation, difficulty keeping track of the time or their location. It is normal for someone with dementia to have sudden mood changes, and sadly, the condition only gets worse over time. While Alzheimer's is the most common cause of dementia, there are several more, including vascular dementia, mixed dementia, dementia with Lewy bodies, frontotemporal dementia such as Pick's disease, corticobasal degeneration, progressive supranuclear palsy. In the vast majority of cases, there is no cure for dementia. The best a patient can hope for is to live a decent life with the condition. The most commonly used drugs for Alzheimer's patients are galantamine, rivastigmine, or donepezil. They are designed to help with motivation, memory, and concentration to assist the user in daily life. Studies have found that there is an increased risk of death from cardiovascular events caused by excessive sedation. In other words, dementia drugs could kill a person just as easily as help them. This, as well as the high costs, explain why people are turning towards cannabis. Evidence that weed could at least alleviate symptoms helps too, but could it do more? Is cannabis for dementia effective? According to researchers at California's Salk Institute, the answer is an overwhelming yes. Their study has found evidence that cannabinoids such as THC and CBD could help remove dangerous dementia proteins from brain cells. Professor David Schubert led the study, and in early 2017, he spoke of his frustration about the existing anti-marijuana laws that are preventing the plant from being studied in depth. In March 2017, he said that he submitted an application to the DEA in December 2016 to use weed extracts on mice for a different study but had received no response. In the study that was completed, Schubert's team used a tiny amount of synthetically developed cannabinoids and discovered that they helped with the removal of a harmful plaque associated with dementia. The name of the protein is amyloid beta, and the plaque it forms destroys nerve cells in the brain. This led scientists to believe that amyloid beta appears before the symptoms of Alzheimer's. Another study, by Osso et al., in 2015, gave mice that showed Alzheimer's disease symptoms a THC and CBD combo. They discovered that the mice displayed an improvement in learning skills and there was less evidence of amyloid beta clumps in their brains. The major issue is that there have been no widespread clinical trials to look into the effects of marijuana on dementia in human patients. The main reason why there could be a link is the endocannabinoid system, ECS. Studies have found that low doses of THC restore memory and learning in mice. The changes occurred because of an impact on the hippocampus, but unfortunately, no research exists to study this particular link between cannabis and dementia. What are the best marijuana strains for dementia? When choosing the best cannabis strains for dementia, bear in mind that sativas are best for daytime use and indica strains help you sleep well without suffering from a heavy drowsy feeling in the morning. 1. White Russian, the uplifting marijuana strain. This is a 50-50 hybrid and clocks in at a hefty 25% THC content. It is a cross of AK-47 and White Widow and was created by Sirius Seed. White Russian has been around for decades and won the prestigious High Times Cannabis Cup way back in 1996. It is the perfect marijuana strain for anyone suffering from cognitive decline because its strong sativa properties provide you with a mental boost during the day. However, the indica properties mean you can rely on White Russian to help you sleep at night. Be wary when smoking it because it hits you hard and the effects last for several hours. Its potency means you will feel euphoric quite soon after smoking it and you should be positive and vibrant for hours. 2. LSD, this is a marijuana strain, not acid. With a THC content of 24%. LSD is a heavy hitter, but its CBD content of 5% can help take the edge off a bit. It is a slightly sativa-dominant, 55%, hybrid and is a cross of Mazar and Skunk No. 1. LSD is an award-winning strain that was created in Holland and it is known for its ability to transform your mood from negative to positive almost immediately. Upon smoking LSD, you should quickly experience a mental high that is invigorating yet also helps calm the mind. We recommend using this strain when you're unwinding in the evening because after the initial energetic feeling, the indica takes over and induces a soothing body high that makes you want to sleep. 3. Green crack. Forget the name, this marijuana strain is not addictive. Don't be fooled by the name. Green crack is the purest of marijuana strains and is a sativa-dominant, 75%, hybrid. Its THC content ranges from a mild 13% to a strong 21% and it is a cross of skunk No. 1 and sweet leaf indica. Once upon a time, this strain was named Green Kush but Snoop Dogg renamed it to celebrate its energizing effects. It is by far one of the most popular recreational strains on the market, but green crack is also an outstanding option for Alzheimer's patients in particular because it is a potentially effective method of removing harmful amyloid beta plaque. You will feel an initial head high, but it doesn't take long for relaxation to take hold. Even so, it is a great strain to boost your mental powers and is widely used by creative types. 4. Lavender Haze, the fragrant marijuana strain. This is an indica-dominant, 60%, strain with a reasonably strong THC content of 20%. It is a cross of lavender indica with G13 haze, and this combination of legendary strains works beautifully together. Lavender haze is best known for two things: its delightful fresh scent and its balanced effects. This cannabis strain genuinely is one of the best mood-enhancing marijuana strains we've tried, and dementia patients have reported extremely aware and focused highs. You will be amazed at how focused and motivated you feel after using lavender haze. Users typically feel lighter and happier for several hours while retaining their concentrating. 5. Acapulco Gold, Mexico's finest marijuana strain. As it is difficult to grow Acapulco Gold in America, scarcity only adds to this strain's appeal. If you love weed, you simply must try this sativa-dominant, 80%, hybrid because it is regarded as one of the world's premier examples of a classic strain. Acapulco Gold has a THC content of 24% and with minimal CBD to counteract the effects, you'll be blown away by this selection. All it takes is a few puffs and you'll be overwhelmed by feelings of happiness and euphoria. It is one of the best marijuana strains for socializing and provides users with an energy boost that lasts for hours. Acapulco Gold is one of the favored treatments for dementia because of its capacity to boost mental powers. Final thoughts on cannabis for dementia. As things stand, none of the traditional dementia treatments come close to offering a cure and do little other than provide temporary relief with a great number of risks attached. Research into marijuana's effects on dementia is still in its embryonic stages, but early signs are good. There is a possibility, albeit a small one, that cannabis could actually reverse the onset of dementia. What an extraordinary discovery that would be.
Hey, this is Cheech. This is Chong. And you're listening to Lifestyle Radio. What is it? Lifestyle Radio. Say it one more time. 420 Radio? Woo!
And we are back. This is the 420 Radio Show. We are live here at 420radio.ca. Funny that, eh?
All right. Netherlands are doing it right.
Netherlands are doing it right. I think we're going to get a speech from Marcel Giggles-Janak.
No, it's not a speech. I'm just going to read you the first paragraph of this, and then you can tell me if you want to hear more.
All right.
Netherlands is now going to sell 4 new strains in their medical program.
Only 4.
Oh, yeah. But the new varieties of cannabis will be sold to the government by 2 producers for $2 or 2.35 euros per gram.
Which is what, U.S.?
Oh, God.
I'll look at that. You keep going.
You look it up.
Was it 2.5?
Instead of the current price of $5.80 per gram. This will bring the selling price of medicinal cannabis at the pharmacy well below the price of the current recreational price in the coffee shop.
That's $3.64 Canadian at the current rate.
Yeah, see, they're dropping the prices for the medical patients.
I don't think anybody's dropping the prices, but I think it's happening on its own.
No, I mean, they've done it here by doing it by having a lower price in their pharmacies than they do in the coffee shops. if
but what that was an exclusive RFI and tender. So knowing that they're going to get all the sales, they're doing a very small margin.
And I bet you there's more than an 8% markup too.
Contract value of medical cannabis production to 140 million euros, which possibly implies that patients will buy more at the pharmacy instead of the coffee shops.
Is that because they're trying to get rid of the coffee shops still? Because I know they have been.
No, I don't think so. I mean, they'll never get rid of the coffee shops in Netherlands. But I think what they want to do is they want to have a line between medical and recreational, and the medical patients go through the hoops to get licensed. They can get it at a better price.
I hope they don't take them away.
For example,
likely.
That's what would happen. That happens for drugs. Like if you're going to get a drug in a hospital or in a provincial farm, they go to tender. They bid it.
Yeah.
So at some point in Canada, when cannabis does hit the real medicinal market in hospitals and pharmacies, like some provinces may, right? How much are you going to sell me this strain for? And you put in a bid and you win the bid. That'll happen here.
I think what should happen here right away in Canada is that the taxes should be removed from medicinal cannabis.
Well, that probably should happen from day one.
Yeah, that it never should have been taxed, especially that fucking excise tax. Because it's a dollar extra a gram.
Either one, it just should never happen.
They gotta treat us all the same, Marcel.
No, they don't.
I understand that, but it's the government. They only have a one-track mind.
So, hey guys,
to gouge citizens.
Can I ask you guys a question?
No.
Ask way out.
Is it personal?
I'm puffing on some gelato from De Bomb medicinals, and I really like it. I'm wondering what you guys are smoking. In my Shatterizer, it's the only place I
had ice cream.
have to use it.
I didn't smoke anything tonight.
I want to get a rig, and I don't know what kind of rig, and I'm thinking I'm going to wait until I come out there to get one.
You want an e-nail.
Oh well, there'll be somebody selling them there.
Yeah, but just be careful because it might be just easier for you to place an order on Amazon and wait 3 days because you'll pay 3 or 4 times as much for an e-nail. I paid $300 for mine, and then when I come home and looked online, I could have bought the same one for $89.
Well, let's talk off air.
I bought mine online.
Actually, we can have that conversation. Where's the best place to get a bong these days? Seriously, other than a bong shop. And speaking of bong shops, I don't know if you guys are aware, but Abby has sold Hotbox.
Yes,
Friendly Stranger bought them, did they not?
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
Sorry, they acquired them.
They acquired them. Yes, and I believe
they had part ownership anyways.
No, I think this is new. But she's also given up. She's moved out of the hot box in Jamaica, the bed and breakfast as well. So
I didn't know she did that.
Yep.
I was wondering if she was still going to be able to keep the bed and breakfast.
Nope. She sold the business.
She came over to the dark side.
And now she's going to work for the Ontario Cannabis Store.
Yeah, that's what I said. She came over to the dark side. But the dark side's cool because we got awesome cookies.
Hey, CJ, put a picture in here. You can put pictures. Show Marcel how your shroomies are doing. It'll be a minute, and then we'll see a picture.
So, I'm going to talk a little bit about my grow stuff.
Yes, sir. It's your time. I was just going there.
We should talk about mold and powdery mildew.
Yes.
Let's do that, because you know what? I got a flaking issue in my hair. Then I thought that maybe you guys could help with that with some suggestions.
We'll talk about that
shoulders,
after.
Al.
Or maybe Leonard can help with that later.
Oh, it's psoriasis. Canna cream. One application should clear it up for you.
Well, I'm still waiting for you to send me some.
Oh, sorry. I know a guy.
I think it may clear it up. I call bullshit one application.
No, I have a person that used one application every 6 months. It comes back about every 6 months.
Okay, I it's very quick. I do know that. It's very quick. But one application, we'll find out.
Yeah, no.
I'll be right back. You guys do your thing.
Once or twice a week
Do your thing. I'll be right back.
So, let's talk mold and mildew, Marcel.
Let's talk yummy, tasty stuff.
Well, no. For example, powdery mildew, you can have a debate with people all day long that it's, if you have a clean room, you can't get powdery mildew, but you can, because it's 90% of the time you'll get it from environmental, from having your humidity set too high, or overwatering will also cause powder.
Or dead spots in your airflow.
Yep.
You've got to have constant airflow everywhere.
Yes, you do. That is super important.
And don't overwater.
No, definitely don't overwater. Overwater will cause a whole bunch of issues, including fungus gnats.
Yes.
So,
which, when they die, will help promote mold and powdery mildew.
It sure does.
It's an escalation problem. But they can be controlled. But powdery mildew can also be transferred.
Oh, it sure can. You can
carry it from outside inside.
Yes, and it can lay dormant in that room for a while, and then all of a sudden it gets that perfect environment, and then just bam, you got it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the perfect environment for growing cannabis is also the perfect environment for
growing mildew
and mold.
Yeah. So there's that's why prevention is key.
All right. So you mentioned fungus gnats.
Yeah.
What are fungus gnats?
They're a little tiny. They're what's that?
I said they're annoying motherfuckers.
Yeah, they are. But
hey, sorry, Darcy.
Where they come from is from damp soil, and where you get them from is bringing them in your soil, especially if you do like no-till, or even just buying regular cocoa or chromic from the store. You can still end up with fungus gnats because you can argue with them till the cows come home, but they'll argue with you till the cows come home. But I don't care. But I don't care how much pressure you're putting on that cube. You're not destroying all them eggs, and that stuff isn't pasteurized, so therefore they're not cooked, so they're still in there.
Yeah. Well, you could cook them.
You can cook them. And it will kill them.
Yeah.
That's why I like to use cocoa that's pasteurized. And one company that's pasteurized is California Substrate. So
there's a good plug for California.
Well, they are. That was the reason why I was interested in them.
All right. So what kind of damage can they cause?
Really, on a grower's level, if you keep them under control, they really don't do too much damage. But what they attack is your root system, so therefore which is the brains of your plant. So imagine having little fungus or little mites on your brain fucking with it.
The only part I would disagree with that is because the larvae for the fungus gnats attack the root system, it also makes the root system very susceptible to root rot.
Yes, and makes your plants more susceptible to disease too.
Exactly,
because the plant's not healthy. It's trying to fight off these little bastards in the soil, and it can't concentrate on what's above ground.
How can you control them?
Well, one way to kill them completely is use hydrogen peroxide. But if you use hydrogen peroxide, you're also going to kill every bit of microlife in your soil. So you have to reintroduce microlife to your soil if you use hydrogen peroxide, and I would wait at least a week after you do an application. So therefore, I would give it 1 or 2 applications within that week. Try to control that issue in your soil. Use sticky traps, and you can use little rove beetles to eat the flies. Nematodes work well too, but you got to be careful with nematodes, because if you get the wrong type, they won't do what the job they're supposed to do, and you'll end up with a bigger problem.
Well, you just have a bunch of dead nematodes. The other thing
that sounds like a good name for a rock band, the Dead Nematodes.
Dead nematodes.
We
The
should
other
pitch
thing that
that.
you should stress, though, is if you're going to treat them with hydrogen peroxide, or even if you're not going to treat them with hydrogen peroxide, stop watering.
Yes. Oh, definitely stop
Dry
watering.
the
Let that soil
cubes
dry
out.
out. Yes, definitely let it dry out.
Now, wouldn't you also want to do just say spray just one branch on a plant? Say just do like a test area to see how that strain's going to react to the peroxide, or?
Most plants, if, as long as you don't mix it too strong, they won't have a reaction to that hydrogen peroxide, because all you're doing is feeding air to the root system.
Oh, okay.
That's all it's doing to the plant. Now, to the bug, it's fucking with its exoskeleton, and where larvae don't really have an exoskeleton, they're a soft-bodied larvae. It pretty much bakes them. It dries them right out. The same thing it does to powdery mildew when you spray powdery mildew with it. It oxidizes and it stops the mold from growing. It dries it right out.
Fungus gnats. I don't know. I'm a big believer in never overwatering.
Well, no, definitely don't overwater. You want you should always that top 3 inches of your soil, at least 2 inches, but I always go top 3 inches of soil should always be dry.
Yeah,
I'll let that dry right out.
I'll let a whole plot dry.
Well, yeah, me too. I grow differently than most people, Marcel. Right. That's my style.
I believe in stressing the plant to a point, and a nice way to stress the plant is let it dry out to the point where it starts to wilt. Then give it a heavy feeding and watering at the same time, and you can literally watch it spring back to life.
And they will. And that's what greenhouse seeds does with their flowering plants. They feed a low level of nutrients 1 week, let the plant dry right out till it's almost fucking bone dry, and then they whack it with a high EC the following week, and then that plant sucks all that nutrients right up, and then you have no nutrient waste in your soil. And then the following week they're letting that plant dry out again, and then they whack it with a EC of 1.1 to 1.2, which is low. And that still feeds the plant, so they're still getting food, but they're not getting it like they would if you were fucking whacking 2.0 to them all the time.
Yeah.
Plant can only eat so much. It's like a human.
The one thing I've been told consistently over the years is better to starve your plants a little bit than to overwater them or overfeed them.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Underfeed more than overfeed.
Well, it's kind of like a human. If you feed a human too much bad shit, you're going to see a difference.
Yeah. For an inexperienced grower, my suggestion has always been basically start out feeding half of what the recommended dosage is on the bottle of fertilizer that you're using.
Hey, but there's one exception to that, Marcel, with overfeeding. And that's when you're trying to dial a strain in and trying to figure out where that happy medium point is.
Right, but I said for new growers.
Yeah. Oh, new growers.
I tell them
definitely not.
New growers cut the recommended dosage in half. The full dosage that's listed on the container is there for 2 reasons. That's under ideal conditions with an experienced grower. But it's also to sell more. Right.
Of course.
It also allows them to sell more because you're using much more.
It's like 8 hot dogs in a package and 6 hot dogs of buns in a package.
Right.
The one thing... Oh, go ahead, Marcel.
We were talking off air earlier about the fact that growers need to, especially growers that want to grow good cannabis, need to grow only a few strains and dial them in and get them perfected. Once they're dialed in, then you'll always have that. You'll know the feeding schedule. You'll know the EC that you're looking for. You'll know what supplements you need because you now have it perfected. You have your recipe written down. You'll always keep that recipe. Then you can go grow another strain. But if you ever grow that previous strain again, you use the same recipe that you dialed in at.
Well, you know your recipes, right? That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing about being a good grower is understanding those key points of growing, right? Not just throwing a seed in the ground, throwing some nutrients on it, and doing it for 5 or 6 years and calling yourself a grower.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a grower, yes, but are you a quality cannabis grower? Well, that's debatable.
I think you are, Darcy.
I'm just answering CJ in the chat room.
Well, I've been letting people.
What?
Likely a $5 of each one that I just grew out. For you to try when you come down at Harvest Fest. I'm gonna have to give it to Marcel because he'll take it home and put it up for you. Because if I get low, I'll smoke it. So therefore, I will give it to Marcel and he'll take it home and put it up for you.
Man,
so you can give it to me because I don't get low.
I won't be low here after this next grow because I should be able to stay ahead now. Only took me 2 years to come back around, Marcel. But
okay,
hey.
And that's interesting that you said that because people don't realize that if you first time, it is what it is. Second time, you've learned from the first, and so on and so on and so on, right?
I got 20 years of learning, Alan. I got another 20 more.
Did you?
One thing with cannabis, and I'll always say it. One thing with cannabis, you always learn.
You're always going to learn with cannabis.
Oh, you do. You'll always learn with this plant.
Every strain is completely different than the one previous.
And when I started working at Truro,
I thought I'd join the crinkly crowd.
Almost 6 years ago, there was 10,564 strands on Seed Finder. To date, I think there's like 16,000. So in 6 years, they create 6,000 new genetics that's registered on there. That's not to say what's not registered and what's in the world. So there's always new strands being developed.
Well, and and what are they up to now on the cannabinoid scale? 105, something like that.
Yeah, but and your potency has raised a lot too because 5 years ago it was they were seeing some 30% strains, but there wasn't a whole lot of them. But nowadays, it's not an uncommon thing. It's to find the growers that can make them that can grow them strands out to their full potential.
Practice, practice, practice.
Well, that's just it, right? Practice, practice, practice.
Practice, practice, practice. So let's listen to some music, and these are two guys that practice, practice, practice. John Mayer and Keith Urban. We'll be right back. This is the 420 radio show, live on 420radio.ca.
Are you playing country?
No.
5 years ago it was, they were seeing some 30% strains, but there wasn't a whole lot.
This is Bubbles from the trailer park, and they're playing some fucking excellent music on lifestyleradio.ca. I hope I didn't sound too nervous there.
Please hang up and try again.
You're listening to Lifestyle Radio.
does. Oh, yes, it does. Hey, don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. I'm in love for the first time. Don't you know it's gonna last? It's a love that lasts forever. It's a love that has no past. Oh no. Woo! Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. And from the first time that she really downed me, oh, she downed me good. I guess nobody really ever downed me. Oh, she downed me good. Everybody that know it. Don't let me down. Don't let me down, baby. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me
Okay, we're back, and we're continuing our conversations about records that we were having before we came to break, because records are coming back, and I was at Walmart. I don't know if I said this before the break, but I was at Walmart, and they had more records available than they did CDs. Okay.
Please don't buy records at Walmart. Fuck those guys.
No, so then I asked Lenny if he sold K-Tel Superstars at his drugstore, because that's where I've always bought mine, at the drugstore. You know, he's
Obviously not in a medicine shop.
Yeah, not a medicine shop.
And he told me that he doesn't even sell chips or candy or anything.
No.
Oh.
How about
sells
diabetic candy?
medicine.
Diabetic candy?
I don't believe in diabetic candy, actually.
Where did this guy come from?
The medicine shop.
It's usually just sugar alcohols anyway, and they give you the shits.
I like them Dex tabs, man.
Well, Dex tabs, that's to raise your sugar when you're low, man.
I know that. I know that. They're like giant fucking sweet tarts, dude.
Yeah, that's not good for diabetics.
No shit, Sherlock.
That's good when you take too much insulin.
I know this.
Oh, fuck. Oh. And this is the 420 radio show where I spend Friday evenings dealing with broken people.
Oh, that was
No,
mean.
but in all due serious, like I love all the small record guys and the CD shops that brought the records back. Don't let Walmart steal the business, people. Fight the power.
Yeah. Well, I know a few guys who have independently been printing their own records in 45, and also sending out tapes, cassette tapes for their promo. So they're sending out cassette tapes to record companies and management companies and stuff like that, and that's their business card. Basically.
So you're going to send me a business card, which is a cassette tape, which means I'm going to have to go back out and buy a cassette player.
Yes.
To hear what's on this cassette
Well,
tape.
the rappers will give you a business card that's printed on a CD.
Yeah. But I don't want business cards from rappers.
I had a guy who was
I have to listen to it.
Just
Not if
after
the pitch is going to be rapped to me.
Just after I moved into my apartment here, okay, I was in the mall at Vic Park and Eglinton, walking around, and some dude, had my 420 radio jacket on, and some dude walked up to me and said, "Here, play this," and he gave me a CD and his business card, and it wasn't so bad actually. I think I played it on the show when I got it actually.
All right. I have two questions. First,
All right.
what actually albums do they have at Walmart?
I don't know because somebody's playing with their microphone or something, and I can't hear you.
It's always Darcy, we blame.
Uh-huh.
Like, is it like Billy something Eilish?
Billie Eilish. They had
It's Billie Eilish,
Yeah.
Lenny.
Billie Eilish or Eilish, whichever you want.
I didn't know who she was at trivia, so that's why I know her now. And
She got an amazing voice. She's going to be fucking huge, like Celine Dion
and my
huge.
next question, Al, is how do I get one of these 420 radio coats?
Oh, they're coming, buddy. They're
Okay.
coming. Yeah, they're coming.
All right.
They will. They will.
Al.
Yeah.
Al.
Go.
Tell them the same time you get a True Cannabis hoodie.
Yeah, but at the same time. Yep. But at the same time.
I think at Harvest Fest, you guys should probably trade.
You think so?
Could probably do that. I think that sounds like a deal.
Okay, I need a 4XL.
You'll have to get that one specially made.
Not my problem. You offered.
Go get her done, Darcy.
You guys will have money by then. You'll be able to expect. You'll be able to afford the extra fabric.
Yeah, I'll have to get Matt on that on Monday.
Yep.
All right. So I had to do this only because Lenny asked, what kind of albums can you get at Walmart? Well,
Is
you
it,
can
like,
get
is it old rock or is it new modern crap?
You can get Backstreet Boys original album classics a box
BTS
set for $31.
BTS, their new album. Celine Dion, I'm sure.
Andy Williams, the classic Christmas album.
I wasn't expecting that one, and I should have been.
Weezer, the Blue Album.
That's a good
That's
album.
a great goddamn album.
AFI, the Blood Album. Weezer, the Red Album.
Jeez,
That's another good one.
Do you
Weezer,
remember
the Green Album?
Do you
That's
remember
$28 for the Green Album?
Do you remember the video that was on the first Windows official Windows version. They had a video of
Windows 3.1.
Yeah, they had a video of the Happy Days song.
Windows 95, I think.
Was it Windows 95? But
yeah,
anyways, it
Windows
was.
95 is when video
they had their
Windows
Happy Days video. I can't remember the name of it. Their Happy Days video, the one where they had all the
Buddy Holly.
Buddy Holly. Thank you. Yeah. Yep. That was the first time I ever heard Weezer, when I got Windows 95 for the first time.
So yeah, they got Weezer, they got ABBA.
But I saw Green Day at Woodstock '94. We know you didn't. You saw that, or I thought you were sleeping.
No, I was there.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were sleeping.
I was standing on the wheelchair platform. That's where I was, Lenny.
I was out in the mud, sir.
Oh yes, I saw you people out there.
I saw you people.
Yeah, that's where the peasants were.
That's where mud people were.
That's where the cool people were, Lenny.
Oh, it was. You know what?
That mud was cold, sir.
Well, that's how you got cool.
It was.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it was really warm. There.
No, it was weird. You know, I wandered around that Saturday afternoon and in the rain, and it was just like I just walked around and slipped and fell, and like everybody else. But then if you didn't slip and fall, you'd be like, "Yeah, I didn't slip and fall this time," and then you go out the next time, and then you slip and fall, right?
Is this a lead-in for me going to see Green Day and Weezer in Toronto, August?
You are?
Are you?
I am.
Oh, why didn't you tell me? I would have gone to that.
Well, I'm sure it's a big place. I'm sure there's still tickets. Yeah, August 21st or something like that. I think.
I think April 24th. I'm going to see James Taylor and Bonnie Wright with my sister.
Yeah, I think they're coming to Halifax too, or something.
Darcy's sending me to Edmonton to see Ozzy.
Ozzy's coming to Hamilton again. I saw Ozzy last summer.
Yeah, but in Edmonton, he's going to have Marilyn Manson.
No, I told you I was sending you to see you. I told you who I was sending you to see.
But
he's not doing so
changed
good.
My mind. I'm going to Ozzy.
Yeah, you better if you're going to see. If you're going to go, you got to go because this is going to be his last tour. He's not doing so good.
He's not going to make it.
Yeah, in fact, he may not even do this tour. He postponed a couple of dates last year.
He may not make it to Edmonton.
Exactly. So see him where you can see him. That's why I went and saw him with my sister, and I loved it. I thought it was great. Was he really singing? Wasn't he really singing? I don't know, but I enjoyed it.
You need to do me a favor, Al.
Yeah.
On June 6th,
yes.
You need to go to the Budweiser Amphitheater.
And see Slipknot?
Yes.
No, thank you.
You need to, and then while you're there, you can live feed it to me.
You pay for the ticket, and I'll go.
I can luckily pay you for the ticket. I was trying to work it out, but then something came up the other day, so I don't think I'll be able to go. So
I'm
trying. The worst thing is that if I was to go, it's the week after Lift. I wish it was the same week as Lift, then it would have been more incentive.
I'm going to the Toronto Car Show this weekend. I already got my pass. It is from the 14th until the 23rd, I think. So it's a week long. And I'm going to go look at cars. It's something I used to do with my mom every year, actually.
I'm going to go to the Maritimers Unite for Medical Marijuana's Valentine's Day Bazaar.
That's bizarre.
Bedford, Nova Scotia on this Sunday. And at least I'll be going to a cannabis event.
That's when's that's next weekend, not this weekend.
What is?
Next weekend is
car show.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah, next weekend's Valentine's Day, but
it's also the car show.
But the Mom's Valentine's Day Bazaar is always
on the 15th.
Just the weekend before.
The week. Oh, that's Valentine's this weekend. Day. I get you.
Yeah. So it's this Sunday.
Cool.
But it'll be nice to go down and see everybody.
Maybe once we get a little closer, we'll have Deb on and she can tell us what's going on.
Blueberry crack doesn't stay lit.
It's not supposed to.
It is. It keeps going out on me.
So,
what's that?
It's tasty, though.
Is there anything else that you gentlemen would like to divulge or talk about before we go bye-byes? Because it's 10-2 now.
Oh, my God. Time flies when you're having fun.
I know, right?
Lenny.
Oh, I know what I wanted to ask. You guys watch the Goop Show?
I didn't, Lenny. I didn't. You know what? I got into watching Intelligence, and that kind of grabbed me and kind of took me for a ride this week. So
you gotta watch the first episode of the Goop Blog.
I watched the first 10 minutes of it, and it didn't hold my interest. So
no, you gotta get in.
I'll watch it.
You gotta get to the trip.
Okay, I'll watch it. I'll watch it this weekend while I'm tripping.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I've done them many times, and I've never done that.
They did not make it look fun at all.
No,
check it out after this.
Yeah, yeah.
I learned how to be a better lover from the Goop Lab.
Oh, really?
What episode was that?
That's the episode on female loving yourself.
Oh, you were watching all them women masturbate, so you learned how to masturbate.
No, it made me more.
I knew I'd get masturbation in the conversation at some point tonight.
Well, you wanted to talk to Lenny about his masturbation.
Well, I wanted to know what kind of masturbation aids you have at your drugstore, but apparently you don't have anything but drugs, so never mind.
Oh, I think we have KY jelly. I think
that's not medicine, though. Oh, I guess it is.
Well, I consider it a health aid.
It has a DIN number, does it not?
I don't think it does, actually. Does it?
I know Muco jelly has a DIN number.
Oh, maybe it does. I never really looked, to be honest.
It might actually.
My Muco jelly in the bathroom has a DIN number.
Well, it very well could.
Maybe KY
evidently, evidently, Lenny doesn't take care of stock.
I'll admit I don't sell that per se KY jelly that damn often. How about that?
Well, maybe you should.
Maybe you should.
There's no flavor to it.
Flavored KY. Sounds lubing.
Yeah. New improved KY with flavor.
Say goodnight, guys.
Say goodnight, guys. Lord. Already now.
You've been lubed. Flavored lube, strawberry. Well, I guess that Blistex is basically KY jelly with like lubricants and. Okay, goodbye now.
What?
Goodbye now.
Blistex?
They're all polyethylene glycol. It's just different weights and molecular weights.
Yeah.
Pseudos and stuff.
You know what? My ice cream's kicking in. I think I'm going to watch The Pharmacist.
Alrighty. So on that note, the pharmacist will tell us what The Pharmacist is like next week.
I fucking hope he turns into Batman.
And I'm Batman. Sure no, you're not. Batman. You're the pharmacist.
He's just then he's coming to work on Monday with a cape.
I'm the pharmacist.
I'm the pharmacist. We need to do a little intro for. Okay, starting next month, and so this is going to give us some time to get this all together. Starting next month, Lenny's going to do a segment every week called Ask the Pharmacist. So if you have any questions, real questions for a pharmacist.
Yeah. I gotta be careful. That shit can get me in legal trouble.
Maybe we're not going to do this segment then. All right, we're out of here now. Goodbye now.
Yeah.
Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Starting next month.
Tweeder. Nothing? Why not?
Trying to get on this Lifestyle Radio website.
Sounds like a cool website.
Yeah, it's alright. Oh, yeah, I might have it.
You might have it.
You're listening to Lifestyle Radio.
The opinions expressed during this show are those of the individual participants and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of their associated organizations or Lifestyle Radio.
The girl of your dreams has got to be in some bar.
Sorry, boys and girls, but this is X-rated. So if you're under 18...
Get out, goddammit!
Get the point? Good.
Enough?
Bend over.
Y'all ready for this?